Hey guys, Pokecore Enthusiast here, and today we are going to be looking at the first Pokecore alternative in my series of Pokecore alternatives, and that alternative is going to be Pokeverse. Now if you guys want to invite this to your server, I'll have a link in the description down below to invite Pokeverse to a server, and if you guys want to try out these bots as I do, there will be a link to my server in the description as well. So first off, to start off with Pokeverse, you just enter in your command and then do start, and it tells you how to choose your starter. When you do the as it says when you open, obviously it's not gonna let me do the start command because I've already started, but so you type the start command to choose your starter. You can type Pox to see your Pokemon. The Pokemon can go up to extremely high levels in this spot. Some of the highlights of Pokeverse is it has raids, among other things, as well as already mentioned. Your Pokemon can go to a lot higher levels. Some big things are you have to buy moves, you don't just get them, you have to buy Pokeballs to catch. When a Pokemon spawns in, you can choose whether to fight, capture, or run. So it's a bit different than Pokecore itself. Obviously, if you want to get very far with it, you're going to want to use daily. Most of the bots I'll be showing you have daily. Obviously, you just click on their link, it pulls up the page, and you're able to just vote for it. And then you get items for Pokeverse. You get these things called cakes when you vote, which can be turned in for a variety of different things. Let me go through this real fast. Come on. Alright, so they also have stuff in their shop as well, like as you can see in their shop today. So you can buy stuff out of the shop. Obviously, it's a shiny Guzzlord, a shiny Emboar, all stat 17 or out of 20 IVs. As you can see here, we got our 18,000 gold and 250 cakes. So now, I believe we can, I'm trying to remember the cake command. Let's catch, oh, here's the cake command. So with cakes, obviously, as you can see here, there's a lot of different things. You can use 10 cake stroll for 5,000 gold, 25 cake stroll from 5,000 to 10,000 gold, 60 cakes for 10,000 to 25,000 gold, and this continues until normally what you'll probably be doing is the 251, which is 1 in 10 chance for a Master Ball, along with a non-rare Pokemon, level 18, well, 180 to 200 with IVs 1 to 10. The one we'll be opening to show for this video is going to be this non-rare Pokemon with IVs 4 to 14. They'll be level 180 to 200. So to do that, we can just do prefix ES 500 because I have 500 cakes, and I did actually end up getting a Master Ball, which is pretty nice. We got a Magnemite, which definitely isn't the most ideal Pokemon we could have gotten. And then we got 135,000, which from the look of it is on the low end of the amount of money we could have gotten. So we didn't get the best thing from our cakes, but there's that command in action. So you can do .use one to .select one, maybe then select two. Wait, am I in a fight? Apparently I'm in a fight. What is it doing? Oh yeah, so for what you do to spawn a Pokemon is you do the prefix S space, and then you can do 2 to 10. And what happens is when you look at those, it will show you different Pokemon. And then I can fight, catch them, or I can choose to travel to a new location to try and get different Pokemon. This is another bot I may go over. I don't really approve of this specific Pokecord knockoff. If I remember correctly, you start with 10,000 redeems, so not exactly ideal. So I will be doing a video on Onyxian for sure. I actually like Onyxian a fair amount. But basically, as it explains here, you can travel to different regions and then different areas in those regions, so you'll get different spawns. The spawns in each region and area are based off of what the spawns are in the game. So it does make it easier to find the specific Pokemon that you are looking for. But for this instance, we'll just spawn one and fight it. I'm not in a player battle. Okay. Okay, let's fight this Rattata. Enter in the... Okay. So, when you do fight, it just fights with the Pokemon you had equipped. Right now I have my Hippodon equipped. So I do fight. If I want to use my tackle would be 1, 2 is my Earthquake, 3 is my Crunch. My Earthquake is going to give me the most damage, so I use my Earthquake. And as you can see, I beat it. I'm not... Yeah. You get a bit of gold for dueling, and a bit of XP. It's nothing huge or anything. It's just kind of there. But it can still be a nice bonus, especially when you're dealing with stuff of a much higher area. So let's see if we can leave the region and go to a new one real fast. Different region. So in this game, it's a progression game. As you can see there, it says it will cost me 12,000 gold to travel to an area I haven't completed. If I've completed the locations, I am able to go to those places for free. Now, I'm not an expert in Pokeverse or how you get to these different areas to begin with. I'm pretty sure you just go to an area and you then can duel the Pokemon in different areas. Once again, I'm not extremely sure on how everything in Pokeverse works. A big problem I have with Pokeverse is just it can be really hard for beginners to pick up. Like with Pokecord or Onyxian or some of the other bots like that, you can figure out how to play very quickly. But I don't really feel that same level of pick up and play with Pokeverse, which is why if you've had some experience to Pokeverse, it'll be a great alternative to Pokecord to an extent. But if you're a new player who's never used Pokeverse, I would not suggest specifically using Pokeverse. I will still be hosting a Pokeverse giveaway in my server though, so that those of you guys who are interested in playing will be able to an extent get a jump start. Basically, I guess I'll just give away 250,000 gold, so if you guys want to enter in that, there will just be a giveaway here in the giveaways channel. It'll just show up there. So that's gonna be my review of Pokeverse. It's got some interesting, like, gimmicks to it. Like, I like the fact that there are all the different areas you can go to, there are all the different regions you can go to, the different areas in the regions. For those who like the long grind, you can level up your Pokemon far beyond where they are. It makes catching a totally different experience because Pokemon can get away and there are different rarities of Pokeballs you can get. Pokeverse is a lot more like the games. So if you really liked the games, you would probably like Pokeverse over some of these other bots. But for those who have never used Pokeverse and are trying to find a bot to replace Pokecord and aren't looking for that more classic experience, I don't know if I would really suggest Pokeverse for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.